So what would I like to talk about today? 70 plus days on the carnivore diet, dealing with Parkinson's disease, muscle tone, inspiration, and spirituality. So my brothers and my sisters, what's happening? The last 70 plus days has been a journey for me, but I'm sure for everybody. It's a wild world we live in. And if you come to this channel, you know that I've been dealing with Parkinson's and that I've been on the carnivore diet now for 70 plus days. The carnivore diet continues to make a good impact on my system. The Parkinson's symptoms are relentless, but as far as my mental health goes, I feel that the carnivore diet is definitely giving me more mental clarity. So with Parkinson's disease, a lot of the times I have to do a tremendous amount of editing when I do videos. Stuttering problems, cognition stuff, I draw fat blanks. What the heck I'm trying to talk about. I have a constant pulse of a vibration in my body pretty much at all times, but especially when I'm laying down or sitting down. They call it a tremor. The depression was so thick at the beginning when I first started dealing with Parkinson's, and the sleep issues were insane. I was drowning in negative thoughts and just horrible feelings from the lack of sleep that comes with having Parkinson's disease. Went on this path because I wanted to do natural healing. I watched tons of videos on YouTube of people that have Parkinson's and the effects of the long-term effects of levodopa and carbidopa, and that's what my neurologist wanted to give me. And I was like, man, I don't want dyskinesias and I want to get better. I don't want to subscribe to the diagnosis and the prognosis that the doctors were giving me, that you're progressively going to get worse. So I went on a deep dive into holistic health, Ayurvedic medicine, herbs, functional medicine, and I've been forging a path to better health. And then as far as the mental health aspect of it all goes, I wasn't really pushing the needle with much of anything I did until I started doing carnivore. I mean, the negative thoughts that I had and the negative feelings and the body sensations before going on carnivore was insanity. I was having suicidal thoughts all the time, especially from the lack of sleep. And if you saw my last video, I explained how I started introducing blueberries, wild blueberries, bananas, and watermelon. And the watermelon didn't agree with me, made my energy levels drop. And I thought I was fine with the bananas. I continued having bananas like every other day. And I noticed that the bananas were dropping my energy as well. So basically, I'm just back doing wild blueberries and meat. The last 3 weeks, all I've been doing is just red meat every night, red meat, grass-fed butter, and then wild blueberries in the evening. And the wild blueberries seem to help me sleep, get that carbohydrate spike, and then it wears me out a little bit and I can crash out. And I've been getting good sleep, which is awesome. I've also recently, 3 days ago, started experimenting with this Ayurvedic medicine, these herbs from this doctor I found online. I thought it was worth giving it a try, and it seems to be going good so far. And I'll do a follow-up video to let you know, because I'm only about 4 days in now. Another thing about having Parkinson's is my body's been so rigid. My neighbors months ago were commenting to me saying, "Yo, Dylan, is everything okay? You're moving like really slow and kind of hunched over."
Man, you're moving slow.
And that's not my personality to be hunched over, to be moving slow. I've always been very active in sports, always working out, and kind of a hustler, high energy person. My body's still rigid. I have to be very careful. I'm 47 years old, which is not old at all. My joints, I've been feeling like I'm like 80 or 90. No joke. My whole spinal column, everything. Although the carnivore diet has made an impact in my joints as well, I'm still definitely rigid and slow, especially with the right side of my body. It feels like you're trying to give a signal to your body to like throw out a punch or something, and it's on a delay. It's like that looks somewhat normal right there, but if I try to do some snappy stuff, for an example, I've been a singer-songwriter for, I don't know, like 15 years maybe now, and I gave up playing the guitar. About 3 days ago, I decided to pick up my guitar and try and write a song. The guitar playing was horrible, absolutely horrible. I couldn't keep a rhythm. Like, I don't even brush my teeth with my right hand. But I've been feeling more inspired to try and just attempt to get better. So I wrote this song within like an hour and a half. I had these lyrics down. I'm like, I'm gonna post this on Instagram. And I started trying to strum the guitar and engage with the camera and do my whole thing. Remember the lyrics. You can just totally tell the effects of Parkinson's, the communication. You're trying to send the signal and it just does not want to do it. Instead of going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, it's like 1, 2 and 3, 4, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. It's just super frustrating. I'm not complaining, I'm just telling you guys how it is. And we owe it to ourselves to speak our truth, man. We can't, the days of having that mentality that nothing phases me, I'm a man, I'm tough. We are living a dynamic life. I mean, it is incredible. The amount of intelligence that's going on every day inside of us, all around us. And things happen. And to build a community, to build trust with one another, we need to let each other know, be vulnerable with one another, and let each other know where we stand and what we're dealing with. Of course, we don't want to be complainers and spread negative vibes. I believe it's a new time in human consciousness, that we are evolving. We're on this evolutionary trip around the sun. So I'm definitely going to be continuing on the carnivore diet. I see no end in sight. I actually like the simplicity of knowing what I'm shopping for and the routine. It's tricky because some days I think, man, the carnivore diet's going to heal my Parkinson's, and then 2 days later I get slammed down with a bunch of symptoms. And I'm like, oh shoots. So, but all in all, in the 70 plus days, I should have tallied the number up before I started this video. How many days exactly that I'm on. But all in all, it's making an impact on my mental, my emotional, my inspiration. I feel more inspired. We have to have inspiration in this life to do things like YouTube videos or Instagram videos or workout. A lot of times we have to push mind over matter through it, but just to have a little bit. I mean, I was to the point where I had nothing. I had nothing left to give. I know what it is to have to rally down and motivate ourselves, but I had nothing. I was just spent from 7 months of the craziest insomnia. And so now to have just a little bit of inspiration, I'm like, yo, I'll take that and I'll run with it. And that's why I started this YouTube channel. And I haven't been fully consistent. I haven't been posting every week like most YouTubers say if you want to grow your channel. But I've definitely been doing other things and exercising and doing all I can to get better. And I'm excited. I'm excited to continue on this journey. I have a record that's almost done. Dylan Schmidt and the Rhythm Souls. Start putting some more inspiration and love out in the world, because we need it, my brothers and sisters. Another thing that I've noticed about this diet, how easy it is to keep muscle tone. I remember I saw a video with Jordan Peterson talking about him and his wife and their ability to keep on muscle, and their ability to keep on muscle. And it is so true for me. Getting all buffed out. Getting all buffed up over here. I'm gonna leave you with some spiritual food. That anything is possible. At this moment, right here, right now, that you're here with me, I'm actually having more zest for life. And I think it's mostly due to my diet change. Inflammation is a freaking beast. And I have a feeling that what carnivore diet, the main thing it does for us is it releases the inflammation. And then and it's an elimination diet as well, so we don't have all those other different things going through our system, so our body can just focus in and utilize the amino acids and everything that meat has to offer. And spiritually speaking, it's a different way of looking at life. Because I went vegan for a while. I thought that was a spiritual way. Like, I don't want to kill animals. I like animals. I love animals. I don't want to kill animals. This universe and God is mysterious. What happens if we're designed to eat meat? What happens if this whole rodeo of life is a less bigger deal of what we make it out to be as human beings? Sometimes I think we're on a trip around the sun. Not to be careless and just kill things and stuff like that. Always have reverence and love for and bless our meals and the animals that we eat. Everything on this Everything in this wild design, this planet that God created, has to eat something to survive. And so maybe the cows are serving their purpose by dying and letting us live on. Who knows how it all works? And I want to say keep going, because if you landed on this page, I'm sure you're going through some struggles. You might have Parkinson's, you might have autoimmune disease, something, cancer, I have no idea what got you here. But I'm pretty confident that I'm going to heal. It's not guaranteed, but just having inspiration and having little moments of joy and clarity gives me the optimism to think in this way. So keep striving, keep charging, and I will see you real soon. Much love. Peace out.
Happiness comes into my life, I cannot hide this joy inside, it's blowing my mind. Graciously I love you, graciously I serve you. You're my skin tone, my flesh and bone. Sometimes I'm scared to be aware this vulnerability is rocking me. The path, the wind, the rain, the hurricane, this built-in thunder that causes my wonder. The hawk in the sky, the lion on the plain, the tattoo on my arm, it's a part of the game.